What's going on, guys? It's your boy Jonah, and today we're going to be reacting to the worst franchise in MLB has no idea who they are anymore. I was just scrolling on YouTube trying to see what we could react to, and I came upon this video and it had the Angels on the thumbnail. And I'm an Angels fan, so I was like, might as well react to it, see what's going on. It was uploaded 20 hours ago, and might as well subscribe to Made the Cut right now. I mean, let's do it. But let's get right into it. Let's see what he has to say.
If you had to summarize the 2024 Angels in two words, phrases like dumpster fire, abject disaster, franchise worst, or perennial disappointment come to mind. But
I mean,
amidst
yeah,
posting their
you
worst
know,
record in team history, a couple young players started to emerge as potential future stars, including Zach Neto,
Zach
Logan
Neto.
O'Hoppe, Ben Joyce, and for stretches, Nolan Shanwell and Joe Adell. They even had a
Yeah, and you know what? You gotta give credit where credit is due. Nolan Shanwell only played 40 games in the minor leagues his entire career, right after he got drafted. And so he's only 22 years old as of today, I believe. He's 22. And you know, I'm pretty sure like his body and his power and everything is still developing. And so, you know,
couple other
he just
quality
got thrown in
contributors
there.
like Luis Rengifo, the always steady Taylor Ward, and a host of rental veterans that posted average to decent
Yup.
numbers. It overall wasn't a pretty picture, but it at least gave some hope for the future if the squad was indeed willing to ship off a few of its aging pieces, finally starting a rebuild that probably should have been
Shohei.
initiated way back when they had the best player in the sport about to depart in 2023. But since we've entered the offseason of 2024-2025, this has not been what's happened. The team has almost become a pseudo buyer per se, and has absolutely refused to move its more valuable pieces, yielding a result that will almost certainly lead to mediocrity in the upcoming season. Let's first recap their major moves so far and then discuss what they mean. Their first move
Jorge
of the
Soler.
offseason was to acquire veteran outfielder Jorge Soler from the Braves for Griffin Canning. This immediately raised a bunch of eyebrows in the collective baseball community, as Soler is currently owed $32
And it happened right after the World Series too, I believe the day after.
million over the next 2 years as a player about to turn 33, and who's coming off a season where he posted just 1.1 WAR with 21 home runs and a sub 800 OPS. The guy has long been pretty much exclusively a masher of baseballs, with no discernible fielding or running ability, yet he hasn't even managed to post an OPS plus north of 125 since 2019, or a WAR above 2 since that season as well. As such, paying over $30 million for his aging services on a team that seemed poised to start at the minimum retooling this offseason just seemed nonsensical. But the Angels were far from done. After a couple low-level deals where they acquired some minor leaguers, they started their free agent acquisition spree, as in the month of November they would sign Kyle Hendricks to a 1-year $2.5 million deal, Travis d'Arnaud to a 2-year $12
As
million
well.
contract, and Yusei
I really
Kikuchi
like
to a
that signing,
3-year
as well as this
$64
one.
million deal. Now, I'm not saying that these moves didn't address quote-unquote issues that they had, as they certainly could use a veteran starter, solid backup catcher, and frontline lefty, but the fact that they, over the course of the offseason's first 2 months, committed over $100 million to players that are each at least 32 years old while coming off a year that they weren't close to making the playoffs is just completely incomprehensible to me. As this roster currently stands, there are major holes. Ones that are hard to fill in the current free agent
Yeah,
market
most
and that can't
definitely.
really be addressed via trade very easily without giving up a lot of the talent they would need.
Especially third base. Man, we can't be having Anthony Rendon starting there, honestly, bro. Oh, I just hope Luis Rengifo is healthy and man, it's not looking like it's looking like Rendon's gonna be a starter is what I'm saying, you know. And as an Angels fan, don't want that. Let's keep going.
Need to keep challenging for anything resembling even a 500 record. What's their current rotation?
I don't
Some
think
combination of Kikuchi, Tyler Anderson, Jose Soriano, Kyle Hendricks, Reed Detmers, and Caden Dana. There's certainly some solid talent there, but not
most
nearly
depth for
enough
sure.
depth to be able to compete with teams like the Astros, Rangers, or Mariners. The bullpen is even worse, as they actually lost a decent portion of their veteran performers to either
And
trade or
Joyce
free
stands
agency
out.
at the end of last season.
Why is Jose Suarez still on the team, dog? Why, bro? Oh my goodness. Ben Joyce stands out in the bullpen. Who was I gonna say? In the starting rotation, Caden Dana has a bright future with him. I was there in his major league debut. I was right there in the Diamond Club too, so it was pretty cool watching him pitch up front and wearing that 36. You know, after Jared Weaver, and that was a cool day.
with the only major pieces left being Joyce, Hans Kraus, Robert Stevenson, and Sam Bachman, with those final two coming off of major injuries. Their lineup looks better than it did last year as of now, but still, of the players currently slated to start for the Halos, only one is coming off a season with an over 800 OPS, and that's Mike Trout, who played exactly 29 games. Furthermore, only one starter had an over 3.0 WAR, being Zach Neto. Will this somewhat better, yet still fairly overall underwhelming squad of hitters be able to produce enough to offset the team's uncertainty in the starting rotation and bullpen? I wouldn't count on it, especially with the major injury concerns to many in said lineup. So, just what the hell are the Angels thinking? Why are they moving like this as of now? Are they just straight delusional about what this team could accomplish in 2025?
I question
These
that
are the
myself,
questions I'm
bro.
left with at the end of all of this. Will they be better than they were in 2024 as a result of these moves?
Especially because they've been quiet almost the last 2 months. They haven't made a single move other than some minor moves, but I can't really think off the top of my head or remember which ones or what moves they were, you know?
Certainly. Will they be worse 5 years from now as a result of putting off the rebuild yet another season? Probably. Will it be enough to actually get them into postseason contention? In all likelihood, no. If I had to make a prediction, they're probably looking at another 70 to 75 wins and a few brief moments during the season of relevance, before fading into the background in the later months, with the future about as bleak as the year before.
Probably for this season, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna do it. And thank you guys for watching. This is just a quick video, but see you guys on the next one. Peace.